okay. So when I look at myself in the camera, it's a lot brighter. And then when I hit the record button, it gets dark. But anywho, so my mom called the doctor's office again today. I slept till like 3 o'clock. Today was the last day of the wonderful world of game shows. So Jessie went to the Chelsea Senior Center without me because I'm not doing so good. I'm not feeling so great. But he was a hit yet again. Every time he goes, he is a hit. The senior citizens have fun. So today was the last day of Wonderful World of Game Shows. But that will not be the last you'll see of Jessie. As we speak, he is busy working on Decamania, which I'll be a part of, I believe in the summertime. We'll be back at the Somerset Patriots at the TD Bank Ballpark for Decamania we're going to do tributes to 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's like 5 nights where we'll be doing trivia, games, all fun stuff. And Jessie's in the midst of working it all out at the moment. Jessie gave me Christmas presents today because he came over to pick up a muffin gift basket, which is always the prize at the game shows, and dropped off Christmas presents for myself and Chad for me to give to Chad on his behalf. I opened mine. It's in the kitchen. I got a CD of the Monotones of Who Wrote the Book of Love, because that is my theme song for the game shows as the prize model. And then I got a game, like a board game with a DVD, Let's Make a Deal. So that's going to be something fun to do. So thank you again, Jessie, for that, and I will pass the presents on to Chad. But yes, so my mom called the doctor's office earlier today, and they said something like not everything is in or something bizarre. When I had blood work, I wasn't just like looking for one thing. I was being tested for multiple things. One of the things they're checking to see if there's any lead in my system, and that was per the request of the state DDD the Division of Developmental Disabilities or whatever it is stands for, because in order for me to go to the next step to become eligible for support and get money from the state that I can use, so I can go to my day program or whatever other helpful advantages I take of it. Which I really got to start to think about that, by the way. Because with my sleep and everything, I'm totally not prepared for Mount Bethel Village, although it would be like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, although it is available all year round. But the slots that they give out for the day program are very slim, and I was very fortunate to get the slot. And here I am digressing on a tangent, but anyway, that was just a requirement, being tested for lead. And then I asked to have my hormones checked. It's like a FSH. I don't know what that stands for, but it's like check those levels. I wanted him to check my thyroid, and I asked to have my cholesterol checked. I don't know. Thought why not check my LDL and LDH levels while we're at it. I know he definitely was checking for hormone, lead, and thyroid. There you go. because I'm trying to figure out if I have a condition with my thyroid or if I have an issue with my reproductive organs, or who knows, something else might pop up that we don't know about. So, because in the past, I've been tested for arthritis and Lyme's disease, and those both came back negative, which is a good thing. So, who knows? And I just assumed that once these blood test results came in, like everything would come in at once, it'd all be on one sheet of paper, but maybe because we were testing for multiple things, that it's coming in like segments, or however you'd like to say. So maybe he wants to wait till like he has everything. But if that's the case, then don't tell me, oh, they're in, but then don't tell me what I have or what's wrong with me. Like, you know, like I've been like stressed out over this, agonizing over this. I was like, something is not right with my body. I was freaking out. I said, well, I have to get my blood tested for lead anyway. Not that I've been eating any dirt or paint chips or anything wacky, because that's not my style. I figured while I'm getting a blood test anyway, why not have them check for certain things to see what the hell is going on with my body. So, which by the way, that was a horrible day. Being sick and my, like, not feeling good, and my anxiety, like, going, like, crazy, like, it's like going AWOL. It's like to the roof, okay? It's like almost to the moon. That's how high my anxiety is. And I did not want to have that blood work done, like, at all. I was, like, freaking out. I started crying. I was like, can I jump out the window? He asked me what arm he wanted me, what arm. I pointed to my mom. I'm like, that one. So ultimately, it worked out to be a vein in my right arm. And because we were testing for more things, he had to take more blood, so I got all lightheaded, and that totally freaked me out. Then that night at 5 o'clock in the morning, I had the worst panic attack of my life. Seriously, like, oh my gosh. And then it left me, like, with a little bit of post-traumatic stress disorder. So, like, every night after, I'd have, like, PSTD, like, oh my God, is this going to happen again? Like, I became, like, a hot mess. Not that I'm already not a hot mess. I was, like, a hotter hot mess. So I've been trying to, like, stay calm, cool and collective. I'm just trying to, like, stay mellow, chill. I'm just trying to constantly stay distracted from my body and every little twinge. Is twinge even a word? Every twitch, every sensation, every numbness, tingling, anything, and focus on other stuff and not be so focused on my symptoms and what's going on in my body here. So, got a breathe right nasal strip stuck to my sock. So I was just like, I just told myself, just hold out. You know, maybe you'll calm down once you get the blood test results, because the waiting, oh my gosh, is killing me. I hate waiting. Oh my God. So he's like, we get a call, okay, that it's in, and then, like, what the hell? How many days now am I talking about this? Like, then what the hell is going on with me? I want to know. You're freaking me out even more, doctor. And a friend of mine saw him, and he told my friend that I'm his favorite patient. So I asked him, is it true? Am I your favorite patient? And he said yes. And then my mom got sick, and she went to go see him by herself. He was telling my mom what a sweetheart I am, and she's just like, oh, well, it's all thanks to you. Without you, like, we would never be able to get any of this stuff done and praising him because he's like a miracle that came into my life because he understands me. And he works with me. Over the years, we've developed a relationship where we cooperate with one another. It's like we go 50-50. It's like, all right, you do this, I'll do that, and we work it out, you know? For somebody else, God knows, I don't know. But, so I'm thinking like, hey, mister, why not tell me what the dealio is? So that was my mom's latest suspicion, is that maybe not everything is in and he's waiting to tell me at once, but not to freak out like I am, because I'm thinking like, if it was nothing, if it was just like, okay, it's this, it's that, whatever, easy peasy lemon squeezy, fix this, no problem, simple pimple, then he would have just said it. But the fact that he hasn't said it or taken out the time to say it, I'm like, is it bad? I'm like freaking out. And my mom's like, no, it's not that. I mean, he was busy. And then she thought maybe more stuff was to come in, and then she called again, but the office was closed. But he is open on Saturday. Tomorrow, I think, is Saturday. We could try again. At this point, I am tempted to just drive over, knock on the door, and be like, give me the papers, people. Just tell me. I mean, I don't care if we have to sit in your office while you're eating your lunch. Okay, talk with your mouth full for all I care. Just tell me, okay? Like, I'm just, like, losing it big time. And, oh, my God. So, my parents are out doing more Christmas shopping, like, for my nephews and stuff. And I was gonna go, but then I got really tired, and then I'm just, like, told my dad, I've lost the joy. There's no fun. Like, I'd rather just order stuff online and just have it shipped to my house and not have to worry about the hassle. But my mom said maybe we'll go out tomorrow, and I really do need to get Paul's Christmas present, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And then I can send it out to him. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is upload my videos. I think I have 2 now. I don't know. I'll see what I got. It is 8:21. I'm debating if I want to like take a bath or a shower or not. I could always do it tomorrow too. I mean, I washed my hair yesterday, so I don't know. I thought it might be relaxing, but we'll see. I kind of feel like listening to Christmas music. I don't know. I'm just frustrated and stressed out and anxious, and I need to learn to chill out and breathe. I'll go back to therapy on Wednesday. If I'm up for it, my dad's supposed to take me. I just want these dang blood results so bad. Because, like, I was saying to somebody, or was I saying? No, I think I was telling Paul. I was telling Paul, like, because Paul, if he doesn't mind me saying this, Paul is saying that, like, he doesn't trust doctors and they don't let you do things, like, your way. You know, they're not Burger King. You can't have it your way. And how he's very, like, outspoken with doctors and you won't take no for an answer, and how they don't like it or whatever. But I believe that as a patient, you have every right to ask as many questions as you want to a doctor. You have you're entitled to a second, third, and fourth opinion if you don't think what you were given is correct, or you just want to double check. I believe that if you enter into an office, doctor's office, and you do not feel comfortable there, or things just seem off and I made this huge mistake, you have the right to say no thank you and walk away. Because I was in a situation like that where I was completely uncomfortable and everything was like, abort, 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 but I didn't know what to do or say, and then everything just went horribly wrong. But I said to Paul, I've been very fortunate with all my doctors and my therapists, like, that I've had over the years and that I have now. I mean, when you find a good one, you keep them. I mean, that's what you do. And, we got a place in Florida. My mom's always, like, trying to joke with, like, my psychiatrist and everybody. Like, would you go to Florida? Like let's say I don't know, God forbid, but let's say down the road a few years, 5+ years, my mom decides she wants to move. Like, I'm not going to be able to replace these people. They're, like, the best, and I've already built a good relationship with them, and they understand me and my needs. So starting over would just suck. And so it's like, I joke that when I become rich and famous, wherever I'm at, I'm going to buy a building and put everybody in that building. So that might beck and call. But, yeah, so, and if, ironically enough, my psychiatrist has another patient who, everyone's in Florida, I think, but her, and she won't go because he won't go. So my mom's like, see, come on, get on the bandwagon. But I was telling Paul about how I was very lucky, and it's all thanks to my mom. My mom, and probably thanks to my grandmother too. My grandmother's like the medical detective of the family. My dad's the weatherman of the family. I'm the researcher person of the family. My mom and my brother are the caring, nurturing, giving people of the family. So I got a little bit of like, I'm like a mixture of my grandmother, my mother, and my father. But I definitely favor my father. Meaning not like, when I say I favor my father, I don't mean I prefer him over somebody else or he's number one. It's just that as far as genes and genetics go, I take more after him and his side of the family. But anyway, I was telling Paul that I had a herniated disc. I threw my back out. The doctor that I saw, a spine specialist, he wanted to throw me in an MRI machine, then slap me on the operating table and remove that sucker. And I said, no. I said, you're putting me in physical therapy until this thing gets better. And I went to physical therapy for like X amount, and voila. Follow-up visit, I'm walking normally, I'm jogging down his hallway in his office, and he's just like, jaw dropped to the floor like, wow, I never would have thought in my wildest dreams. And I'm like, that's right. So I got what I wanted, and it worked, and I'm very grateful and thankful for that. And in that case, I was lucky. So Paul was saying about, like, not trusting the doctors, and they don't let us fix things or cure things our way. And I said to him, if I know what something is, like if I have a common cold, if I have whatever, like, I know how to fix, I know what I have to do personally when I have a common cold. If for whatever reason my back is hurting or my left leg's going numb or my foot's tingling, then I know what exercises and things I have to do that I learned in physical therapy to make my back feel better. I know I have to fix my posture. Like there's certain things, if you know what it is and you've had it before, you know how to fix it. But if you honestly don't know what the hell is going on with you, that's when you need a doctor. You need a doctor to say, okay, let's run some tests, let's figure it out. And then from there, you pick a course of treatment or you figure out what the cure is. You do what you gotta do. Like, I was sick for 2 years. I was misdiagnosed by 5 different doctors. I was even attending a doctor at the time that I thought was helping, and then when I found the Miracle Genius doctor, he said no, basically what I was doing was actually like worse and exacerbating the problem and not helping it. And he cured me practically. And now I know what I gotta do. So it's like, if it wasn't for these certain doctors, I would still be laid up in bed dizzy. I'm not saying I'm not laid up in bed right now, slightly dizzy. Well, I'm not in bed at this moment, but that's because I'm sick. I mean, what can you do? You know, I'm a highly sensitive person who, when life knocks me down, it knocks me down, and I stay down longer than the average Joe. And recovery time's longer. I get real emotional. I get extra stressed out. I mean, everything that, you know, is for a normal person is 10 times for me. So that's just the way I roll. It's the way I was born, you know. It's who I am. It's how my brain was wired. My brain's wired differently than most people. So how I react to things is different. So, you know, and that's why you go to the psychologist and you learn cognitive behavioral therapy and you learn the tools you need to survive your daily life without freaking out all the time. And when you do, you know how to talk yourself out of it. That's why when there's a problem, you go to the psychiatrist and get on some medication to help you get through the tough times or to help you calm down when you can't calm down yourself. You know, some people, like myself, I just can't do things on my own, left to my own devices. I would not survive. So I need extra external tools and resources. And I am very, very grateful for those things. Today, when I was in my mid-teens and we started out with all this, I was rebellious in a way. I was resentful. It made me extremely pissed off and angry. No, I did not want to try hypnosis. I did a hypnosis session, and it just filled me with rage because I thought I could fix this myself. I don't need help. I don't need doctors. I don't need medicine. No, just let me fix it myself, mother. But the truth of the matter is, I was just being ignorant and being a teenager, you know, defiant. And I mean, against my will, I did a lot of things which today I'm eternally grateful for. And, you know, whether I had a choice or not, I don't know back then, but either way, it's really helped me get to where I am today, which is I'm a lot better off today than I was, you know, back in high school, but there are still ups and downs in life. There's hills and valleys, and moleholes turn into mountains, and there's potholes and speed bumps, and everything is just not easy. My mom always says it's like this world is a concrete world and you're made out of paper mache, and you're trying to navigate through a world where everything's made out of concrete. You're just going to crumble under the pressure. You're like a potato chip, my mom says. You put too much pressure on her, she cracks. You put too much dip on a potato chip, it crumbles. So my joke and goal is to become at least the Ruffles potato chip, because that's a little sturdier than maybe like a Dorito. That's even sturdier, or a Frito. Just something hardier. So, you know, that's just who I am. That's just like how my brain is wired, and that's how I work. And yes, I was resentful to a lot of things in the beginning of when I started having problems. Not that I never not had problems. It's just that when a lot of things are coming at you at once, you gotta take the help. I mean, I thought that, hey, I don't need to take this. I don't want to take this. You know, I can fix it myself. And the truth is I couldn't. I mean, there was a time where, I don't know, it just is like the stuff I've been through. I mean, there's been, like I said, ups and downs, ebbs and flows. So Right now I'm in a lull, but I know that I will come out of it a stronger person, a smarter person, a wiser person, a more faithful person, a more positive person. When I was in the 5th grade, I got an award. I was voted out of the whole class to be the most optimistic. So, I try my best to get by in life, and I know these videos are long, and I don't know if people ever watch the whole length of a long video, and I know people suggested that I shorten them, and it's definitely a goal of mine I'd like to achieve. But the other day I was thinking, like, sometimes people get famous for something, whether they meant it or not. It's like, how did you get known? Like, Kim Kardashian's famously known for a big butt and a sex tape. Like, there's other there's a YouTuber. And this tuber, I found her through Taylor Swift, but it was because of her bad singing that I found her, and I was like, who is this girl? And then, like, I started watching her videos, and I'm just like, wow, she has a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. But I think for me, like, if you were to say, how did you come to know this person, I would have been like, I know her due to her bad singing. However, she's been on YouTube a lot longer than the day that video was posted. And there's a lot more to her than just her singing. But she, I'm not going to judge or anything, even though I did say she couldn't really sing. I always make that disclaimer if I ever sing that I'm not going to be the next American Idol or Mariah Carey, because clearly that's not the case. So sometimes people just know you for something, or you purposely became famous for maybe not being famous. I don't know, maybe you did something miraculous that changed the world and you invented something, so you're known for the person who invented sticky notes. Like, sometimes things you're accidentally known for and sometimes things you're purposely known for. So I thought maybe one day when I become famous, I'll be known for the girl who makes the long videos, who always usually starts most of them out saying, I just wanted to make a short little video, which then turns into a 20-minute video instead of like a 3 to 5 minute video. So I thought maybe, hey, that's what I could be famous for. Or I could really practice on not jibber-jabbering so much. But once I turn this camera on, this mouth doesn't shut off either. And then I thought I could get editing software and try to learn how to edit things and make them condense. I don't know. Honestly, do not know. And then I'm like, well, do I want to do that, or do I just want to be me and do what I do? And do me, and this is what I do. Long videos. Sometimes long, sometimes short. Should I care or not? That's what I was thinking about yesterday. So what I'm going to do now is get on the laptop and try to look up some things to get people on Amazon. I like shopping on Amazon. And then, upload videos, look on Amazon, and listen to Christmas music or just any music. I just like listening to music and singing. Even though my friend Paul said maybe I'm sick because of my singing. I guess he thought because I sound hoarse, obviously. I had a sore throat, I was sounding hoarse. I sound hoarse a lot of the time. Anyway, if you are still watching this video at this point, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. Yeah, it's all over the place, Sometimes I set out with an intention of what I want to say, and then I digress, I go on tangents, or I just feel like, I'm just going to film myself, and whatever comes out of my mouth, comes out of my mouth. So, yeah, you never know what you're going to get with me. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching at this point, yeah, that's all I really have to say. There's probably more I have to say. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe and like and all that good stuff, and leave me comments and share with everybody you know. If you like something, share it. Yeah, there you go. Let's share these videos, people. Let's spread the love. So thank you so much for watching. And Christmas is around the corner, so happy holidays. Definitely. Ooh, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear for Christmas. Oh, and then right now my nephews have conjunctivitis and ear infections, and my brother and sister-in-law are both fighting off a bad cold. So I was like, note to self, Mallory, don't go visit your nephews. You do not want pink eye and an earache. Not fun. So hopefully no one, including myself, will have germs and pass it around on Christmas. They're coming Christmas Eve, and then they'll go to my sister, my brother. They'll go to the in-laws for Christmas Day. That's usually what they do, is they'll come here Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day they go do like a lunch, brunch, dinner, lunch, a Berliner for Christmas Day. So hopefully no one will be passing germs around, and everyone will be